YouTube, I've been playing Genshin for about 2 years now and committing a crime. And that is, I've never built anything in my teapot before. Look at this. It's as barren as the day I unlocked it. But today, we're changing that. This space right here is about to become my new magical wishing garden, and it's gonna bring us so much luck for all of our future temples. We're gonna win every 50-50 and have all the best luck with it. Totally. Completely accurate. I'm not coping. Not at all. But before we get started, let's talk about the plan. First, I'm gonna show you some inspiration pics that I found online that helped me kind of formulate an idea of what I wanted to do for the wishing garden. And then I'm gonna be making a totally professional drawing of my build idea. After that, we're gonna be building, of course. And finally, stonks, because this is a wishing garden. So at the end of the video, we're going to be doing some 10 pulls to test the power of our new wishing spot. So let's talk inspiration photos. I have two specifically, starting off with this one. I really like the use of the gazebos and the steps going upwards. I really like how they got different heights wrapping all around this tree. I think that's really cool. So I would like to do something with a gazebo and then maybe some wraparound stairs. Like maybe put a gazebo at the top of a cliff and build up around it. That could be interesting. Moving on, I have this one, which is kind of more of like a condensed version of what I was just showing. It's got 2 gazebos instead of the 3, and it's got the wrapping around stairs again, which I think is really cool. And I think it's interesting how they put the fountains into the rocks on the side of the staircase. So I might have to play around with that a little bit, because one issue I have is figuring out what to put around the stairs. But let's go ahead and start drawing it so you guys can see what I mean. Alright, so as you saw from the inspiration phase, the core part of our design is going to be gazebos and the swoopy curvy staircase. So I started out with a main gazebo at the top of the cliff and then another gazebo at the bottom to create the different heights like we saw. And I'd also like to incorporate some water, so I put in a little pond with some stones. And the little like lightning bolt swoosh thing inside the gazebo on the ground is going to be our waypoint. Next, I added in the steps swooping up in a C shape, and then I connected them on the ground to the gazebo so that when you teleport in using that waypoint, you start out at the bottom gazebo and then you follow the path all the way up to the top gazebo. And I filled in some pretty trees and stuff because I do like me some foliage, so we're going to be definitely adding a lot of flowers and trees and plants and stuff to this. On the side here, I added this like little C shape because I really love this one pattern you can create that's like a little swinging seat on a vine. So I put that in there because I wanted it to be potentially where we sit down to wish. And then finally, I threw in this question mark because my main issue is I don't know what to put inside the stairs. So we're gonna have to figure that out as we go along. So that's the plan. Let's get into it. Alright, so starting out, I just wanted to sort of put together what I was going to build on and around. I was really excited to find this like massive tree in the shop to make as the backdrop, and so I decided to put that on a lower platform to give it some elevation because it's so tall it really didn't need to be on top of the main portion of cliffs with everything else. But I didn't want to put it completely on the ground because I liked how big it is, so I want it to still be big enough to like sort of tower over everything, but also be placed just a little bit more in the background. And you'll see that I zoom in and out quite a lot because that is like how I get a good like idea for how things are looking. I like to be able to see like the bigger picture and see the forms and how everything is shaking up together. Like I went into this with the idea that this blue gazebo was going to be the main one on the top, and then I found the gazebo with the green top in my inventory, and it ended up liking that way more for being on top of the cliff as like a main seating area or something. And now I'm just putting down some pavers, getting a feel for how they work. I found them to be extremely frustrating because I couldn't place the gazebo on top of them. I had to place the gazebo first and then put the pavers in around it. And if I moved the gazebo at all, I would have to move the pavers as well. just to be able to put it back down. It was a nightmare for that reason. If I even accidentally clicked on the gazebo, oh, it felt punishing because I had to redo that entire section. Here I'm doing the swoopy stairs. And this was certainly an interesting learning curve for me because in builder mode, putting them this far apart didn't look that bad. But then by Kazuha scale, as you just saw there, it was a very crunchy walking upstairs experience. There was quite large gaps between each step. So I had to go back in and do like minuscule adjustments to every single step. And I had to turn off the snapping grid to do it because it kept wanting to snap all of them to like the height of the one above it instead of giving me this nice like layered stair effect. I would say out of everything, the stairs took me absolutely the longest because I had to adjust them like 4 or 5 times before I got a good height for running up the stairs, and also just got a good curve because like as I had to make the step smaller, that also required me to go buy more stones and add more stones into the design, so it just took quite a while to finally figure it out and get it right. So much so that I'm pretty sure this is what most of the video is just me doing stairs. Alright, here's Kazuha test number 2. Big jump there. Yeah, still a crunchy experience. We have to go back and fix that. I've now cut out a large portion of footage of the stairs, and I still feel like this video is dominated by the stairs. There's so many stairs. Kazuha test number 3 before I had even connected the bottom of the stairs to the top of the stairs. I'm smart. I know what I'm doing. Oh my god, I forgot about the pavement. So I realized like halfway through that all of these little paving tiles that were overlapped are like all glitchy because it's like where they overlap is fighting to be on top of the other, and so unless you attach them perfectly like square flush line to line from the edge of one tile to the other, they just look like a horror movie. Like it's just like a glitching effect that never goes away, and I never figured out how to fix it. And so my sort of way of fixing it turned out being just separating all of the steps. And now I'm doing my one and only attempt to fill in the space between the pond and the stairs because I never really had a plan for it. So I just tried a few things. Like I shoved a few rocks there to see if it looked good, but I ran out of rocks, so I just left that as is. Maybe I'll fix it at a later date. And then I went up top to finish doing the pavers from the stairs to the top gazebo. You're gonna start to notice me throwing a lot of stuff down and deleting a lot of stuff because as you could see from the drawing portion, I didn't have a plan other than like a gazebo up high and a gazebo down low with some stairs. So I'm figuring out how to decorate around it as we go. And one of the most frustrating parts is that for whatever reason, the game was not recognizing the floor inside the gazebo as like floor. I guess maybe because it's up on a cliff, but anytime I tried to place like a table, chairs, or anything that I actually wanted to put in the gazebo, it would clip through the floor and only sit on the ground. So basically I had to scrap my whole idea for putting like a seating area inside the gazebo, and I ended up just putting a fountain in there because I didn't care if it clipped out. It still looked like a fountain. It still looked good. So it's like, fine, if you're not gonna let me put anything else in the gazebo, I'll put a fountain. For the final step, I want to put down a lot of foliage, like some flowers and different bushes and things like that. But for the sake of time, I didn't want to put it into the time lapse here, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut to how it looks finished with all of that done. So here we go. Here's our nice little transition. Tainari, take it away.
I'll uproot you!
Did this man even listen? I'm trying to plant, he's trying to uproot. Really? Ooh, wow, epic zoom shot, epic spin shot, panorama. Oh my god, it's crazy! I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm supposed to say here. Well, it's done. It's a thing. We built in the teapot finally. I can officially say that I do not have a barren teapot anymore. It wasn't the easiest process, but I learned a lot. We don't have crunchy stairs anymore. Look at how nicely evenly spaced they are. I only had to redo them 6 times. Yeah, but you know, who's counting, right? So we have a nice beautiful teapot with our little wishing garden in the corner there, where we're gonna sit in our swing and wish for our 5 stars. But I've already tested the power of this garden by accident, and we got a 5-star, but I didn't get it on camera, so I'll tell you more about that in the next setting. So please enjoy this pretty view of Navi on the garden. Alright, so we have to talk for a moment because something happened while I was building this teapot. I needed Morrow because I ran out of Morrow, and I couldn't buy any from any of the shops, and I didn't have any star glitter. And so I was sitting at 7 pity, and I said, I'm just gonna do a quick 10 pull and get some star glitter because there is no possible way that I pull a 5-star at 7 pity. And you guys knew how that goes, right? As soon as you don't want it to happen, Genshin gives it to you. So that's exactly what happened. In the middle of building this, I got a 10 pull, and not only did it include a 5-star, but I won the 50-50. I got Elon. And I wish I had been recording when I started the wish because my reaction was pretty funny. The only time somebody's ever seen gold in Genshin and gone, no! But as you can see here, I didn't start recording until the wish was already done, and I started recording the reveal part. So
Hello, traveler. Call me Yelan.
we've already technically won a 50-50 in this wishing garden. It wasn't a complete wishing garden yet, but technically we've won one already, so it is kind of lucky. But my thought is, I don't need any Yelong cons, and I don't really want Emily. She doesn't really interest me too much. I do wish I could get more copies of Yanfei because I would like to try her when she gets to her shield con, but I don't know if I want to keep pulling on the banners for that. So, do we do the crazy unthinkable and we pull on the weapon banner instead? Because we could build pity in the manor for the next 5-star I want, or the garden can yet again give me another 5-star that I don't want. So part of me is thinking that I should go for her weapon because I think a lot of other characters are good on this bow as well, and I'm not really a bow character user, so it's not really a weapon I ever thought about going for before. Okay, here's how we're gonna do it. We have 32 wishes up here. We're gonna spend 30 of them. One pull is gonna be on Yelan's banner, and then the other 2 pulls are gonna be on the weapon, and we're gonna see what we get. Okay, but we're gonna start on Yelan. What's gonna happen? If that had been a 5-star, I would have lost my mind. Yeah! I do want Yanfei though. That is a win. I wish I could get a pull that was just like all Yanfeis. No, unfortunately only one Yanfei. And I think that's her C2. I'll have to look. I don't really remember. I know I have Xiling C6, and I think I have Razor C6. I would have to look at that. Okay, so now I'm gonna skip over to the weapon banner here and do 110 pull there. And then I think after that we can decide where we're gonna put the last 10 pull. Okay, no gold. I'm gonna skip. Okay, now we have to decide where are we putting this last 10 pull. Let me look at Yanfei really quick. How many cons do we have for her? Oh no, that was her C1. Oof. I don't know why, but getting Yanfei on banners is like pulling teeth for me. The first time she was on a banner and I tried wishing for her, I put 100 wishes into the banner and never got her. So I got her for the first time on like her last banner that she was on. Where is the one that I want? Creates a shield. It is her C4 that I would like. And we're pretty far away from that. So I don't know if wishing on the character banner is where it's at or not. This is really pretty at night. Look at how it lights up. I love the luminescence of all the flowers. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. I need to stop distracting myself. I think we go one more into the character banner to try to get some more Yanfei cons. And hopefully we get it. If we get Yanfei, then I will count this 10 pull as a win. We don't need a 5-star. We just need Yanfei. I already have you. No. Okay, maybe there's a Yanfei in here. Come on. No, it's just her. Oh, a Fab Sword. Nice. I guess Layla gets a Fab Sword now. But we do get a wish from her. I can go buy some wishes in the shop. Let's see how many wishes I can cobble together here. Alright, we're back. I cobbled together a few more wishes to get one more 10 pull so we can get one more shot at Yanfei. Or should I go for the weapon? Oof, this is tough. Oh my god, we're at 38 pity on both weapon and character banners. We're literally neck and neck. So it's like, which one do I want to put more pity into? Probably the character banner, I think. So let's go one more time and hope for Yanfei cons. Come on. Come on, Yanfei, come home. I just need Yanfei to come home 3 times in this pull. That's not too much to ask for, right? Oh no, this is just the weapon tent pull, isn't it? I'm not even gonna get a character in this. Oh, it got Razor, okay. I don't need Razor though. No, I need Yanfei. I thought about going back to the shop to buy another wish, but we're only at 4, so I can't get that one. Oof, okay. So we are sufficiently out. So let's recap. We did get Yelan, even though it wasn't the fun big reveal it could have been if I had just waited to do that 10 pull after I'd finished building in the teapot. But technically, we did get Yelan while building the teapot. It just wasn't when I was expecting to get her. And then we did get one Yanfei copy, so I guess we could call this garden successful. What do you guys think? Oh, and the fox is here to see us. How cute. Alright guys, so now all we need to do is make this garden even more lucky. Alright, we haven't done any rituals or any blessings, so what I need you all to do is comment below and tell me what your best lucky Genshin ritual is, and we will do that to bless the teapot. I will pick at least one of them. I will do that in a video to bless our teapot here to try to make it even luckier than it is. And then also, I'm thinking our future video is gonna be Miss Yelan here. I barely know how to play her. Honestly, when I started this video, I was doing it to get more Navia cons, and the world had other ideas because it sent a tropical storm for my state, and that tropical storm took out my internet for 4 days. So that delayed the release of this video by just enough that I unfortunately was not able to wish on Navia's banner before I finished the teapot. I was still like in the beginning phases of building it when her banner passed over to Yelan and Emily. And so Yelan, I'm not gonna lie, she isn't a character that I really wanted Like, she wasn't somebody that I was crazy about because I don't like using bow characters that much, but I know everybody says that she's like incredibly cracked. So I think I'm gonna have a video coming up soon where I learn how to play her, and I'm also gonna be building her in that as well. I've left her at level 1. I haven't given her any artifacts. Talents are untouched. She will be a completely blank canvas for this video. So hope you guys will enjoy that, and I hope I will too, because I definitely want to be able to use her. I just have to learn how. So that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, because this was a little bit of a different type of video from what I posted so far. Most of my other videos, well, I should say all of my other videos have been Let's Plays, and so this was definitely a bit of a detour, doing something that was a lot more edited and had, you know, planning and scripting and forethought going into it. So if you enjoyed this video, please let me know, and also let me know what your lucky wishing rituals are. And if you want to see me do a Yelan video or do some more Teapot, let me know as well, and I will definitely think about working on those next. I'll probably do like another ZZZ video or another game next, just to keep this channel having some variety, but I have been enjoying Genshin, so I am not opposed to doing some more Genshin videos for sure. As always, I hope you have a great day, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.